Alrighty guys, welcome back. I have a pretty interesting one for us today. I got my hands on the almost real AR Kaizo. Apparently AR Kaizo is going to be their new lineup for at least RWB. I don't know if it's going to include anything else. This could just end up being their line for Japanese tuner stuff. So anything like any JDM style car with a body kit or whatever, because obviously this is Porsche with like Japanese wide body kit. So I think that's kind of how this new line is working from them. But anyways, I got my hands on it. This is AR box number 28, the RWB 930 Stella Artois. So actually pretty excited about this one. So I do not have any other RWB 930s in my collection. In fact, I really don't have that many RWBs. I have a handful. I have a couple 964s. I have the black ignition model that I got. I think that was a 993. But yeah, this is my first 930. And if I have my information correct, this was actually the first car that Akira Nakai built. When he first started doing Porsche, I believe he went out and bought a 930 and created it into what we now know as this Stella Artois. So I'm saying Stella Artois, right? Stella Artois is the lager, right? The beverage, I believe so. Because I know sometimes they name some of their RWBs based on like alcoholic beverages. Like I know that there's one RWB called Bordeaux, which is a wine. But anyways, here's the information on the bottom right here. So there you go, RWB 930 Stella Artois, 6K 40101. Is like the internal code for it. So yeah, RWB licensing should be on here somewhere. Actually not seeing it. I'm sure that I know for a fact these are licensed though. I actually don't see anywhere that says licensed by RWB, but it might be on here somewhere. I just might not be able to see it, but I know these are legit. So anyways, packaging is pretty nice. They're doing this new style for their packaging. For example, this has kind of been their style for a long time, the acrylic box with like the silver. I think they're still making models in this packaging, but I think they're kind of going away from it. So now they're doing these boxes and then they have the acrylic inside them. But anyways, nice gold and black theme on it. This one does have opening parts, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, we're going to have to see how good this thing is, see which brand is going to do the best RWBs for us. So there's the box. They all come with this little card. I'm pretty sure this QR code takes you to their website. So there's that. And then we got some interesting stuff going on here. What is this little piece? What is this little plastic piece in here? Was that a suction cup? It might be like a little suction cup to open the parts. There's nothing about it on the packaging or anything, but anyways, this little plastic part keeps the opening parts down. Yeah, it has this little like suction cup doohickey. Oh yeah, I guess that's just to pull up the parts. Anyways, let's get that closed up, and then we'll take a look at that here shortly. So it comes on a black base, has the gold text, all the information. I'm going to take this off the base. I don't think it should be too fragile. At least hopefully not. But yeah, I'll put up on screen what I paid for this. I got it from RC Mart. Well, I take that back. I actually ordered two of them. So this one right here that I ordered from eBay. I think I paid about $30 for it. You'll see on screen right now. And then I also ordered another one from RC Mart for my real life friend too. And that one was only $24. And I paired it with some other stuff and got free shipping. So, I think retail price for these is going to kind of be around that $20 to $25 price mark. I think I overpaid a little bit on eBay, but I really wanted one and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get one from anywhere else. But anyways, so yeah, RWB 930. As far as I know, this is just kind of like the legendary RWB, right? The Stella Artois 930. First impressions, it's actually looking pretty good. Really like that Japanese license plate, which is accurate compared to a photo of the real car. It does look like that is the correct license plate. Is there one on the back too? I don't see one on the back. But yeah, overall looks pretty nice. I really tend to like AR Box's stuff. The big thing I'm going to kind of be looking at here is panel gaps. So for the hood, it's not horrible. It's definitely not horrible. There is pretty noticeable panel gaps on the side though. They're a little bit tighter up on this corner. Over here they're pretty wide, and then back here where like the hinges would be kind of big too. It's not as bad as I've seen on some other stuff, and I'm kind of starting to get over my panel gap thing. Not really. I mean, I still don't really like big, ugly panel gaps, but not horrible on the front of this. And then the back, let's see, where does it actually go? So right there. So right above the lights. Actually not bad on this back sill. And then because of the massive wing that kind of overhangs, you don't even really get a good look at the side gaps, and then the top gap up by that vent. Actually not bad. Back panel gaps pretty good. Front one's a little bit big on that one side, but other than that, not too bad. Does this have a metal base? It does have a metal base. I didn't really think it would because it's got all this stuff, the engine and whatnot in the back and the massive exhaust tips, but it does have a metal base, which is good. I do want to do a quick roll test. The front wheels roll. The back wheels are not rolling, but I feel like they should be. So they definitely spin. Doesn't really feel like there's much resistance. They do kind of stick a little bit. And it's probably just because of the fitment. But yeah, it seems like once you actually have the weight of the model on it, it's not going to roll. Even when I apply a little bit of pressure, those back wheels don't want to roll. So I don't know if this is just going to be like the deal with mine, or if they're all going to be like that. But I would just kind of consider this one to not be a roller. But it does have really nice brake details. Well, I don't know about really nice. It's just got silver rotors and a silver caliper. And I've got a little like extra piece of paint in this rear spoke that I'll have to try to remove. But the wheels themselves look really good. Nice gold color, deeper in the back. And then they've got some text on the spoke. I'm pretty sure that just says RWB. The Idler's tire printing, which I know a lot of the RWBs have. The Idler's tires. So that is pretty good. I mean, the back wheels do roll pretty good. It's just once you get the weight of the car on it, they don't want to roll. It's kind of, I almost wonder if that is just an issue with mine. I feel like they should roll. But anyways, I also do notice this one's held on with screws. So you got one at the back and then two at the rear, or one at the front, sorry. One at the front, two in the rear, kind of right next to the tires. So if you wanted to remove it and take a look, a lot of the times, if there's a lot of detail on the bottom side, it'll kind of hide the screws. But anyways, matte black paint actually looks pretty good. Really nice finish on it. And then, of course, all the gold accenting. So raw welt on the windshield banner. And then the number 44 on the hood. Stella Artois on the side. A little bit of Japanese text on that rear window. Hard Rock Cafe on the side of the wing right there. That's kind of cool. And there's also this little logo right here, which I'm not really sure. It almost looks like a bird. I don't know enough about RWB. I'm kind of learning as I go with them. But I am noticing on the like wide body panel pieces, there are these little tiny like silver dots for the rivets, which actually look pretty good. Goes on the side skirts as well, all up the back fenders, and then also these little arrow bits on top of the fenders have them too. So that kind of looks cool. And then same thing with the windows. The rear windows have the rivets as well as this little sliding panel on the driver's side. Oh, it's on the passenger side too. So cool. Same on both sides. Massive rear wing. Looks pretty cool. Got Advantage on the bottom of it. I don't know what that is for. Big RWB logo on the back. Looks pretty good overall though. There's like some of these, I guess these old Porsches have like these little like clips or like straps to keep the panels down. And that's what these little silver things are. Those are like the little clips that keep the hatch down, and then it has them on the front too. Those are separate pieces glued on. I kind of wish those were just printed, but they are separate pieces. Luckily, these ones on my particular example look pretty good. Like nothing glaringly wrong with them. But anyways, defroster lines on the back window actually look really good. They're nice and thin. Then it's got more of those rivets and whatnot. And then there's the venting for the engine. And of course, the massive exhaust system on the back. So it's silver, and then it kind of goes into like these titanium tips. So like orange, and then kind of goes into blue. They stick out pretty far. This is all plastic. It would have been cool if they would have molded all this in metal, but it is plastic, so you'll have to be careful with it if you do get one. And then you can see that all the engine stuff down there as well. And I'm assuming the transmission too. Is that the transmission on the bottom? I'm not sure how these old Porsches work. Mirrors look pretty good. They are rigid. I was hoping they'd be rubber, but they do have little reflective stickers in them. And then I don't know if there's any color on the interior. It's looking to be all black to me. It's really hard to see through these windows. There might be a logo on the steering wheel or something. No, I think it's all just black in there. Man, I cannot tell. There might be a little bit of silver on the like in the dash. No, that looks all black now. Well, I don't know. Some of that looks a little silver in there. I don't know. There might be a little bit of silver, but nothing too crazy. The roll cage is just done in black as well. So, but yeah, opening parts, that's kind of like the big thing, as well as just really nice molded detail right there. Let's grab our suction cup, I guess. I guess the suction cup is kind of necessary to get this front one up. I feel like this thing's going to break, though. And then you also want to be careful not to suction cup these little things that are on there too, because I bet they would fall off. But anyways, it opens up pretty nicely. And then the front of it, I don't really know why it had to have an opening front, because there's not really anything in there. It's kind of just like empty space for like storage. There might be a couple like things in there, I guess, but it's all just kind of like molded black metal part of the body. So yeah, like it's not fantastic, but I guess it's there. I guess it's cool to have the front section open. But yeah, there's nothing really in there to look at, so I don't know why that needed to be open. I would have preferred it if this front end was just static. I do like the opening engine bay though. So just tip that up. It doesn't open real far. That's about as far as it goes. And then you can just see some of that interior detail, which does look pretty nice, honestly. So you can kind of open up the back and look in there, but then you can also like see the bottom of it here, and it's all just one cohesive engine, which is actually pretty cool. And I don't know what all mods or anything are done to it. I obviously know these Porsches have like 6 cylinders, but it looks pretty cool. It definitely looks pretty cool. Pretty nice detail for the price. And then I guess really the last thing is the lights. The rear lights look pretty good. It's just a solid red that goes all the way across. Looks like it's got some nice detailing behind the lens. And then the headlights at the front also look pretty good, pretty clear. You can see the little round bulb detail back behind there. And same as this one, but this one's got some sort of weird like bubble in the actual acrylic. So it kind of blocks the view of that little like headlight post in there, kind of. Still looks pretty good though. But yeah, and then the front lip also has all that, all those rivets and stuff too. Oh wait, these front grills look like photo etched metal. I think they are. I don't want to like scratch it, but yeah, it's definitely metal. So photo etched metal front grills, that's actually a pretty nice little plus. I thought it was just like molded plastic, but that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. It looks like the license plate is a little off center too, which is unfortunate. Oh yeah, that's actually really off center. Yee. So, my final verdict. It's pretty nice. I almost think I would prefer it static though, at least as far as the front goes. Just eliminate as many panel gaps as possible because, like I said, it's not really anything in there, so what's the point of that? But the open engine detail is really nice, and overall the craftsmanship of it seems pretty good. I wish it rolled a little bit better. But the brake details are really nice. Obviously, just kind of wish there was less of these little decal pieces just because the quality control is going to be pretty bad on some of them. And then license plate, a little bit off-center. That's probably not a widespread thing. That's probably just quality control issue on my end. But overall, it's pretty nice. I feel like this isn't really worth more than like... I feel like at Tarmac Works pricing, so between 20 and 25, this is good. If you're paying $30 or more for it, I feel like this starts to not really become that great of a deal. I mean, if you really want it, I guess buy it at whatever price you think is fair. But overall, not bad. I'm curious to see what else they do. Hopefully they bring out some other RWB castings that we can actually compare to other brands. Because like I said, this is my only 930 RWB, so I don't have anything to compare it to. But first impressions, it looks pretty nice. Obviously, like I've said before, I don't really know a whole lot about RWB, so some of you guys that have bigger collections than me and kind of know more of the like accuracies, let me know if this is if you think it's good or not. But I mean, so far with all the detailing it has, like all the rivet marks and stuff, and it seems pretty good for the price. So we'll just have to see if it's better than Ignition model or if it'll be better than the new Tarmac Works ones that are coming out, because some of those look pretty good too. So because they actually are doing the 930. So we will be able to compare this one when the Tarmac releases. So anyways, I'll throw up a picture of the real car on screen. I think I might have showed this earlier with the license plate, but it looks pretty nice. And then I also did find a photo of Akira Nakai with this, I believe it's this same 930, but like back when he first built it way back in like the 90s. Which I thought was just kind of a cool photo of him standing next to. Obviously, different wheels. Not all the graphics are going to be the same as this modern day one, but yeah. And then I believe that car turned into what we see here as this modern Stella Artois. So unless he's built multiple Stella Artois, but I don't think so. They don't typically build more than one car with like the same name. Like they'll maybe change some of the like appearance of it, like wheels or like the livery or whatever, maybe a paint job, but I don't think they normally do like duplicates. So anyways, that's it for this one. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.